Welcome to Uncle Chucky's House of Mess. Can you believe I actually work in this environment? Amazing I get anything done. Well, today I think I'm going to explain something about my philosophy. Why I scare the living daylights out of people. And why people who follow my philosophy, I hate that word follow, ascribe to it, find it worthwhile in their own lives, whatever, also scare the living daylights out of people. We don't follow the rules. See, with psionics, there are no rules. There are no laws. There's no accountability. You're not answerable to anyone for what you do with this. Now, this has been known for a long time. Without a physical connection linking a person to an action, how can you know if the person actually performed the action? You can't. Let's say you use a radionic device to make your mother-in-law die of a heart attack. An example I can use because I don't have a mother-in-law. She died long before I met my wife. Makes life a lot easier, believe me. Let's say you do this. People die of heart attacks all the time. There's no physical evidence in the body. They could do an autopsy. Nothing. You can walk away scot-free. Now, everyone who works in the area of the psychic realizes this. And radionics, psionics, let us be clear on this, is an area of the psychic. How do they control it? Well, in small, very homogeneous societies. An African village, for example, one controls it by mob rule. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows what everybody's doing. Impossible to keep secrets in such an environment. And there is no legality. They are not constrained by the things that constrain people in more complex societies. The more complex the society, the more difficult it is to control antisocial psychic behavior. And make no mistake about this, I am a firm believer in antisocial psychic behavior. So they come up with mythologies. We'll take the two most common that you will encounter, if you have not already, in this. The first is the noxious, vile, utterly despicable notion of karma. There is no such thing as karma. Karma is a lie. It is an ancient lie, but it is a lie nonetheless. This presents some very serious problems for people who do not realize it, though. They are told, if you perform X action, you will get Y result. That's how you get silliness. Silliness. Somebody does a spell using the more traditional means of magic to get a job promotion, and the next week their car breaks down. Well, the car had 200,000 miles on it. The car is going to break down. You see where it goes. Everyone has disasters in their life. No one's life is without disaster. It happens. All you have to do is persuade people, and people are really dumb and really easy to persuade, that disaster X is the result of action Y. You don't even have to make the direct connection. You just come up with the concept that if they perform action Y, they will get disaster X, or the equivalent thereof. And when disaster X occurs, the car breaks down, they'll believe it. The poor dummies will believe it. Everyone gets sick. Everyone has somebody die. And at the moment, everyone dies. With any luck, a few years down the road, we may change that. I expect to get a new pancreas clone, and then I expect to live forever. Or at least long enough to be the equivalent thereof. And of course, there is also the possibility, and I'm digressing terribly, they'll just decant my brain into a computer, and I'll go on as a machine until they can get a new body to pour into. There's a really good story by Edmund Hamilton written in the 1930s called Intelligence Undying, where he posits one person being able to do this. Of course, the problem with the story is he posits only one person doing it. Well, of course, it would spread out to an entire society, but that would have ruined the story. Oh, God, I digressed terribly, didn't I? But back to karma. You can see the problem.